One of the things that's been heavy on me lately, especially, is the sacredness of marriage. We know that marriage is a sacred thing, but a lot of times we wait until we get in a marriage and then we want it to be sacred, but we don't always honor the sacredness of someone else's marriage. That's just facts. That's just what I've seen over my lifetime, how people operate, how people do stuff. And then they say, well, I'm not the one that's married, but you still have to honor the sacredness of marriage, even if that married woman or that married man wants to do things that are out of order for the marriage. The responsibility doesn't just fall on them, it falls on you too if you have a willingness to go along with the program, even though you know a marriage exists between these two people. And here's the thing, we know that Matthew 19:6 says, what therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder. That's not just a cute saying to add on to the marriage ceremony to mean they shouldn't separate. It means that no person should be doing anything that causes a rift, a tear, or comes between a marriage. And a lot of times, so God was speaking this to me yesterday, right? Before the day before I'm recording this, God spoke this to me, and he said a lot of times people are still waiting for a marriage because they don't honor marriage. You have to honor marriage. You have to honor marriage at work, meaning you shouldn't be expecting your married coworker to be buying you breakfast, to buy you coffee. You shouldn't be ascribing to that whole work spouse thing. That man or that woman has one spouse, and just because you work together several hours a day, that doesn't mean it's you. They should not know so much about your life that you can even use the term work wife or work husband, and vice versa. He or she shouldn't be sharing things with you that take away from the sacredness of marriage. Like I said, so many times we want something, but we don't honor it. So if you are pulling on a married man's finances, if you are pulling on his time and attention when he's off from work, then you are infiltrating something that's sacred. Something that's sacred, right? It's not enough to say, well, you spend enough time together, you live together, but you don't know how much of that time living together is actually quality time when they get to sit, talk, and bond. I've just always had a thing where, after a certain time, right? Well, let me just backtrack. Growing up, I remember that at dinner time, you could not answer the phone. 6, 7 o'clock, sometimes even 5:30, people are preparing dinner for their family. They're going to eat, and you shouldn't be calling. Now we live in a world where text is just so freely done that we don't think about, well, he's married or she's married, it's 9 o'clock at night, I'm going to send them a text. Why? You are infiltrating something. Unless it's a 911 emergency, you have to stop infiltrating the very thing that you want. If you desire marriage and don't want someone to do what you're doing, or maybe you're not doing it, but maybe you know people who are doing it, you have to stop doing that, because that is not showing honor to him. That's not showing honor to his wife. And a lot of times we think, well, I knew him before he got married, or I knew her before she got married. That means nothing in the eyesight of a God who thinks a marriage covenant is sacred. And we have to understand this. Many of us are in a holding pattern because you cannot walk in something you don't honor. Right? Just like if you have a mentor that you don't honor, you're never going to walk in what is on his life or what's on her life, because your dishonor disqualifies you for that. Just like your dishonor of marriage will disqualify you for the very thing you want. So we have to be aware. We have to stop playing these games. We have to stop trying to do things the way the world does it. We have to stop being about me, me, me. It's what I need need in the moment. I need comfort, and he has a good listening ear, so let me call him so he can listen to what's going on with me. Or vice versa, she has a good listening ear. Let me just pour out to her. You cannot suck on someone's time and attention like that. And yes, we can, as married people, minister to people, but there's a time and place for everything. My husband had a friend, right? And as we got ordained as pastors, he said to him with a straight face, "Oh, you're a pastor now, so that means I can call you anytime I want." And why do people think that? Why do people think because you're a pastor, you have no life? Your obligation is to the telephone or to the text messages or every single thing someone needs. We were pastors, but we were never his pastors. So do that to your pastor. Call your pastor. Don't call us, because we're not your covering, right? And we have to get that. If we don't get that, we're going to be on this hamster wheel and this circle. I know there are women out there who, because I've seen the videos and I've seen the wayward women teach on TikTok. Oh, get what you can get from a man. It doesn't matter if he's married or single or whatever. Let him pay your car note. Let him give you this. Let him give you that. And we have to honor marriage. God is watching you. Blessings that you desire can be held up just by the way you carry yourself and your thought process, right? Sometimes these people who will hop on the phone and text somebody's husband at 9 o'clock at night or call somebody's husband on their day off, many times they don't even have a relationship with the wife, and they don't want a relationship with the wife. And that's why these things take place. So you're dishonoring his wife, and you're using up his time, his resources, his quality time that he could be spending with his wife. And again, I know it's up to the person too who allows that to happen. But for women who desire to walk into marriage, you will not walk into it if you don't honor it. So start honoring marriages. The best way to honor marriage is to bless it. You want to pray for someone else's marriage. Pray for the very thing that you want to walk into one day. Pray for the marriages you see that are still together, because it's not always an easy road. People go through trials, they go through struggles, they go through conflict in marriage. And a lot of times when outsiders try and get in and infiltrate and like a vampire suck on the time of the person who is married, that causes issues too. So we have to make sure we are not purposely causing issues, or even if you're not aware of it, think before you do something. Is God saying, okay, this married man is the only person you can call right now to get your situation resolved? Is he saying this married woman, she's the only one that can solve your problem, so go ahead and call her. It doesn't matter what time it is. It's an emergency. We need to stop that. Many times it's not an emergency. Emergencies, we understand that. But as a people, if you want a marriage and you want a marriage that lasts, you better be careful of how you conduct yourself amongst the married people you know, how you value their time, how you treat their wife, how you treat their husband, and all of that, because God is looking at all of that. He's not just looking at your church attendance to see how prepared you are for marriage. He is looking at your heart and your heart posture when it comes to someone else's marriage. I'm talking to somebody today. Get this message. I don't care what you've seen other people do. You are responsible for you. And when you come face to face with Jesus, you will not want to have to explain why you disrespected someone else's marriage and then you still thought you were going to walk into marriage. And I find a lot of times the people who do this disrespecting are the people who are still waiting for marriage. You're still waiting for marriage and you don't know what's going on because you feel like you've been ready. You don't honor it. Once you start honoring a thing, God will allow you to walk in it. That's all I'm here to say today. Share this with someone who needs it. Share this with someone who thinks they know it all and this is the area that they're messing up in. Because once you correct this, God can bless you with his best. That's it.